A stateless people, unwanted in Myanmar and seeking refuge in Bangladesh. Tens of thousands of Rohingya refugees have been living in the Kutupalong camp in the south of Bangladesh for years. They've recently been joined by more than 300,000 others who have crossed the border from Myanmar, escaping a security crackdown which the UN's top human rights official described as disproportionate and without regard for basic principles of international law.
We have received multiple reports and satellite imagery of security forces and local militia burning Rohingya villages and consistent accounts of extrajudicial killings, including shooting fleeing civilians. The situation remains or seems a textbook example of ethnic cleansing.
Many of those who've escaped have described horrific experiences.
They attacked our houses. They were firing, killing our people, torching our houses. So out of fear, we fled our land and came here to save our lives.
We came by foot and it took us 10 days to reach here, crossing from hill to hill. We did not have sufficient food. We struggled a lot to reach here.
The recent wave of violence was triggered by a series of attacks on border posts by a group called the Arakan Rohingya Salvation Army. It has since called for a ceasefire to allow humanitarian aid into Myanmar's Rakhine province. But the country's de facto leader, Aung San Suu Kyi, has rejected that offer, saying Myanmar does not negotiate with what it describes as terrorists. Across the border in Bangladesh, aid agencies say humanitarian aid alone won't solve the problem.
The violence in Rakhine State doesn't seem to be ending, but what a lot of groups have been telling us, in particular aid agencies, really is that the long-term solution is to give the Rohingya citizenship. They've been living in Rakhine State for hundreds of years, and they are still regarded as illegal immigrants.
The Bangladeshi government has said it will allocate a plot of land for a new camp for the Rohingyas. And the country's Prime Minister, Sheikh Hasina, is expected to visit the Rohingyas on Tuesday. Bangladesh says it eventually wants to repatriate these refugees. But for now, this wave of hungry and traumatized people is showing no signs of ending. Shamim Chowdhury, TRT World, the Kutupalong camp, Bangladesh.